Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin broke that trend line here today, but it's not really showing much in terms of, or Bitcoin isn't really showing much in terms of a decline. I think late on Sunday, we're going to see a little bit of price action. Basically, the situation is unchanged. So we are still watching for another high here into the region around 38,200 to 43,000. That's sort of still what I'm primarily watching for an extension here higher. On the Bitcoin chart, we talked about that larger degree wave one that's unfolding on the daily chart. I showed you that earlier today. So that's still what I'm watching for. It could have finished already, this wave four. So wave four might be in, okay? It's impossible to say at this stage. So far, we only have 3 waves up. So it looks a bit like as if it was rolling over. That's the yellow wave count. These are 2 likely pathways. Either the low is already in. That's possible because we have a pretty full wave count. We have a potential A, B, C structure complete. Even though this would have to be a running flat, it's not the most common pattern. So A wave overshooting B wave and the C wave made a higher low. Again, you know, that is a pattern that is not so common, but it is a very bullish pattern. But then if that's the case, I would like to see it really rally. And it's not doing that at this stage. So that means bottom line is, yep, the low could already be in wave 4 and we are still watching for higher prices. But I have no evidence at all that this is the case. In fact, the price came down and seems to be adhering to this yellow wave count. I showed you as well the WXY structure, where in the Y wave we have an A, B, C, and the B wave is basically B wave basically reacted to resistance, okay? Now the thing is we only have 3 waves down. I just need 1 more low. So I have 5 waves down and can have more confidence in the idea that the B wave might have topped. It broke the trend line and it seems like it wants to roll over. Also the B wave reacted kind of to resistance here, to the golden ratio. So it's a perfect resistance area for a B wave or a perfect resistance level. So yeah, I wouldn't rule out that this is now rolling over and coming down, right? But again, it just needs to show it to us. So at the moment, we are still caught in that overall range. Bitcoin doesn't really want to come down. So it's the same situation that we've been watching for the last few weeks, actually, where the bears are failing all the time. So yeah, I mean, that is all in line with our expectation that we still have a good chance to see overall higher prices on the Bitcoin chart over the coming weeks, possibly. But it might need to go down a little lower if the correction that is already done isn't enough. So that's only the market will decide that. If we come down lower and break below this wave A low at 34,110, that would confirm the lower wave 4 and that we are actually in the yellow WXY structure. I already made you aware in the previous video, we have several fib levels to watch here as we go down, or should we go down in this C wave. Definitely need to keep the door open for that. But overall, even if we do, at the moment, I would be watching still for higher prices because the Bitcoin price can't even go down deep in support, okay? So it's not even able, we've got 2 support areas here. Even though I would see the lower one as probably less likely these days, it seems like looking at the Fibonacci projections that we will bottom somewhere in this area. Okay, unless it has bottomed already, but then it's not very evident in the chart yet. If we go down lower, it's this area between 32,240 to 33,850, where we need to be watching with specific focus around the 23.6 retracement at 33,500 and the 38.2 retracement at 32,480. These are the specific areas to focus on really as we go down lower, and specific areas where, yeah, we need to be watching for a reaction basically. But it's basically all these fib levels here. And only if we break below 32,240, I think we have to use the lower support. It would look a bit odd with a very deep wave 4, but it's still technically possible. But below 29,550, I will have to take a bearish stance on Bitcoin. Have to expect that we maybe even make new bear market lows, but that would not be the primary scenario. It's more like testing the area around 20K again, possibly. But that's not even what I'm primarily watching for. I'm primarily still watching for higher. And the question at the moment is really just, okay, do we go up more directly or do we do a little bit of a dip and then go up? That's sort of at the moment the overview here of the Bitcoin chart. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.